Next, lead or take part in a series of action instead. To win an election for a government position.
Campaign.
Next, a system of government in which every citizen in the country can vote to elect its government officials.
Democracy.
A and 9. A system in which countries is ruled by king or queen.
Monarchy.
A government by a ruler who has complete power.
Dictatorship.
Dictatorship, right? 10. A country ruled by a king or queen whose power is limited by a constitution.
Constitutional monarchy.
Okay, good. I show you our political terminology vocabulary. Lesson.
Read and listen.
A government,
Campaign.
politics,
A democracy.
a constitution,
A monarchy.
an election,
A dictatorship.
vote,
A constitutional monarchy.
Now listen again and repeat.
a government,
Campaign.
politics,
A democracy.
a constitution,
A monarchy.
an election,
A dictatorship.
vote,
A constitutional monarchy.
Okay, Miss, pronounce this vocabulary.
Government. Campaign. Politics. Democracy. Constitution. Monarchy. An election. Dictatorship. Vote. Constitutional monarchy.
Any question about it?
No.
Okay, good. Questions to you. How much do you know about world politics? On the chart, discuss and write the name, the list of one country for each type of government. Then compare the chart with a classmate. A democracy country.
Colombia, Mexico, US.
A monarchy.
Spain, UK, Japan, I think.
Exactly.
That's all.
A constitutional monarchy.
Spain and UK.
A dictatorship.
I only know North Korea.
All right. Okay. I use political terminology. Now there is a conversation about politician or controversial uses. A lesson. Italian speaker.
Read and listen to a conversation about discussing politics.
What a coincidence. I was just thinking about calling you. It's been such a long time.
It sure has. Let's sit down and catch up. What are you up to these days?
Busy, busy. The office has been crazy with the election coming up next month. You can imagine.
But I'll bet working at a TV station is exciting. Hey, Paul, do you mind if I ask you a political question? I hope it's not inappropriate. I am not sure it's polite to ask about politics here in the US.
That's funny. They always say not to talk about religion or politics, but everyone does. Shoot.
Okay, who are you planning to vote for in the election?
Well, because we're friends, I'll answer. But I should warn you that it might not be a good idea to ask just anyone that question. Some people might find it a little personal.
Oops.
No worries. Actually, I haven't made up my mind. I'm leaning towards Clancy, though. I think he's better than the other guy.
Okay. Miss, read this conversation, please.
Okay. What a coincidence. I was just thinking about it. It's been such a long time. It sure has. Let's sit down and catch up. What are you up to these days? Busy, busy. Well, this has been crazy. With the election coming up next month, you can imagine. But I've been working at the TV station. It's exciting. Hey, Paul, do you mind if I ask you a political question? I hope it's not inappropriate. I'm not sure it's polite to ask about politics here in the US. That's funny. They always say not to talk about religion or politics, but everyone does. Shoot. Carlos, okay. Who are you planning to vote for the election? Well, because we're friends, I'll answer. But I should warn you that it might not be a good idea to ask just anyone that question. Some people might find it a little personal. Oops, don't worry. Actually, I haven't made up my mind. I'm leaning toward Clancy, though. I think he's better than the other guy.
All right. What a coincidence, right? Qué coincidencia. What a coincidence, right? Paraphrase, restate each of the following sentences from the photo history in your own words. Let's sit down and catch up.
It can be let's sit down and let's talk or let's talk.
Yeah. Two, what are you up to these days?
Um, how are you? How are you been these days?
Exactly, not complicated. Three, some people might find it a little personal.
Mm, some people wouldn't like to hear that question.
No worries.
No worries. It can be let it happen.
O calm down, ¿cierto? No te preocupes, calma. Five, actually, I haven't made up my mind.
Actually, I haven't thinking about it.
Yeah. Six, I'm leaning toward Clancy.
Mm, I don't know. Can I say that?
Next, answer the question. Why does Paul say was a coincidence when he sees a Carlos?
Because
Yep. What does Paul mean when he says busy, busy? The office has been crazy.
Because the election,
Final, okay, now. What does Carlos ask whether Paul minds he asks him a political question?
mm, I don't remember, to be honest.
And what does Paul wants Cars not to ask some people about their political opinion?
Because some people might find it a little personal.
Yeah, very good. Let me check.